Video is rolling. Alright. Now, my focus? Cool. Alright. I know, for all of you, that it has just, been a week since my last upload. But for me, it has been like 3 weeks since I've made any videos because I made them all in a day. And then I just, set the premiere because I was on trip. But I'm back. I got this shirt. Probably shouldn't wear white because of the lighting. It's fine. So, finally, the review I said I was going to make like months ago when I first saw the movie. TENET, which I have a DVD copy of it here. Actually, it's a Redbox copy. I bought the movie from Redbox. I watched it in theaters when it came out. I was like, wow, that was really good. I need to make a review of that. And then I just didn't for a really long time. But finally, while I was on my trip, I rewatched it. So I'm way more qualified to review it now because I've seen the movie twice. And it's a decently long movie, so there's that. Alright, first of all, I'll take my shoes out because my feet hurt. That even caused an audio spike. That programmer. Alright, so I'm going to be positive on this movie. I like this movie a lot. That being said, if you don't like this movie, I completely understand why. It is not for everybody. There's just, there's a lot of suspension of disbelief, and not everything in the movie makes entire sense. I've seen it twice. It makes more sense as a cohesive narrative the second time, I can tell you that. I liked it probably more, or about the same the second time. And I will say, just as you rewatch a movie, you pick up on more things. But the first time is the real magic, because you don't know what's happening. It's kind of interesting, you gotta try to figure out for yourself. And when I first watched it, the second I got done, I was like, that was a really good movie. Don't understand all of it, but it's really good. And that's kind of, I've heard similar things about Inception. I've not seen Inception yet, but basically, like what I've heard about this movie, this one's also a bit confusing. You gotta, take some time. I'm gonna scratch my eye because it itches. Take some time, figure out exactly what's going on. It's gonna be helped if you watch the movie a second time. But overall, pretty good. The performances are weirdly some of my favorite part. You got Robert Pattinson. He's actually kind of like the secondary main character. There's like 3 main characters. There's 2 main side characters, 1 main character. But, Robert Pattinson is good. The guy who plays the protagonist, which is his name, they call him the protagonist in the movie. His character never gets a name, but he is also the protagonist of the movie. Really, really good job. I love the fight scenes, I love the different set pieces, I love the car chase, I love the kind of atmosphere they're doing. I love the music. The music's really good. And there's some impressive set pieces in the film. And there's an interesting story behind it all. There's kind of like a side, maybe not side, but you got the main forefront, and there's kind of a family struggles and abusive relationship narrative behind that, which works really well. Now, there's a few things in the movie that, aren't for everyone. There's just a few, kind of stupid decisions the characters make that, not everyone likes because it takes them out of it. But, for the most part, it's a pretty good movie. It's pretty fun. You'll have a good time. And all that. You just need to know. You need to know that, hey, this isn't going to make sense the first time. And it makes better sense the second time, probably the third, and so forth, until you finally kind of know what you're talking about with the movie. If I had to say my favorite part of the movie, a lot of my favorite part is probably when they're rappelling up the side of the building. I think that scene is always really cool. As well as that the car chase scene is also really cool. And the bar fight, though it's, or not the bar, the restaurant fight, although it's kind of a short scene, is also very good. But bit of trivia for you before, give you some ratings and then kind of give my wrap up of our video here. So, there's a scene in which a plane crashes into a building in Tenet. So, in movies, there's a few ways you can achieve this. Number one, CGI. You know how that works. Number two, you can build a miniature. You build a miniature plane, miniature building, you rig the explosive, but they're smaller on a smaller scale, and you film it like it's the big scale. And then you cut it in, you do all the stuff right so it looks real. That's the practical way to do it. Now, there's also a third route, which Christopher Nolan took because he wanted apparently realism. So the third route to making a shot where it looks like a plane is going to crash into a building is buying a plane and crashing it into a building, which is what they chose to do for this movie. So the scene where the plane crashes into a building, if it looks extra realistic, that's why. Other than that, yeah, I would say overall solid movie. Oh, I just realized my dryer is being really loud in the background because it's laundry day. So if that is present through the entire video, I'm sorry. It's not, then don't worry about it. But I'll put the movie place on this. But overall, very solid on this movie. Oh, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I very much enjoy this movie. It's not a 10 out of 10. There's some stuff that's not quite, perfect, but most of the stuff is done very well. It's very enjoyable, and it's definitely worth a rewatch. And if you're a nerd, just a normal person, watch it. It's good. You'll like it. Cool. Adios. You get 2 videos this week, so that's nice. You get this video and then another video, which is a surprise that I'm gonna make directly afterwards. So, yeah, actually I might eat something first. I'm kind of hungry. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. We see you soon, madame. I hope you see. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I've actually taken a lot of French classes. I'm not that bad at it. But, have a nice day. And enjoy double upload week. So, yeah. I might do another one soon. Adios. Oh! And the light is hot. So I could just press this. How long are we going for? 7 minutes?